All right, Shredder. End of the line. There's nowhere else to run.
You puny turtles still think you can defeat me?
All right, but you asked for it. Time to give this guy a healthy serving of Ginsu soup.
Totally. Give me your best. Unhand me.
But I'm having so much fun. Say, Uncle.
Ah, you lousy turtles.
No, I'm in prime position for a Gaddafi. No, wait, Donatello. Yeah, what? On your feet, Shredder. I'll give you one last chance to die with honor. You can finish yourself off.
Whoa, didn't see that coming. Kill myself?
That's right. Leave now with your honor.
Sure thing, turtles. But this time, you're coming with me. Oh, look out, he's got a grenade.
Look out, Leo. Cowabunga!
Whoa, where'd he go?
I think that's all that's left. Well, at least he'll make a cool accessory.
No way, dude. He's going in my trophy case for sure.
Fresh out of the Mirage comics and into your screen, it's the Neca, Eastman, and Laird's TMNT Battle Damage Shredder.
Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Fig Newton's Figures. It's your guy Fig Newton and we're back today with another figure review. Today it's the Neca, Eastman, and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Battle Damaged Shredder. Such an interesting Shredder. We're getting so many Shredders now. Who knew there were so many variants? This guy is from the first issue of Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mirage comic. In the comic, he battles the Ninja Turtles on a rooftop where they each kind of take their shot at him, and that's why he's kind of jacked up here. You see he's got some rips there to the suit. Even here on this like civilian head that he has, there's kind of blood kind of like coming out of his eye. Beat up one by the turtles. Leonardo's kind of got him there at his hand where he's about to finish him off. He gives him one last option. It's to kill himself so that he can at least die with his honor. Shredder says, okay, sure, got you, buddy. But if I go, I'm taking you guys with me. So he pulls out this grenade here. As he's about to throw it at the turtles, Donatello knocks him off the rooftop. He explodes midair, and all that's left is this gauntlet. That's pretty cool that we're getting these two accessories. You know, Neca's so accurate with the stories. This guy was released already in 2016, the red Shredder with those other foot soldiers. So now we're getting a single release, and he's actually wearing the blue suit in the issue number 1 of TMNT. So this is really cool. I can't wait to see what they did a little bit different. You get some of the animation, the comic book type font here, big clear window. You can see this is number 6 in the series. Pictures here, Shredder striking a few poses. You can see he has a grenade there. This is a really cool shot of him here. Such interesting comic book artwork that they put on these boxes. So with no further ado, guys, go slap your freaking shoulder pads on your shoulders. Go get you some gauntlets for your wrist. And let's take it back to New York City with the Eastman and Laird's Neca Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Battle Damage Shredder.
Guys, it's my first look here at the Battle Damage Shredder. Really like what they did here with the shadowing to give him that comic book look. He seriously looks like he got jacked up by the turtles. He comes with a few accessories. Let's go ahead and take a look at those first before we go in for a closer look here at this chrome dome. All right, so let's take a look at those accessories. He doesn't really come with any weapons, but he does come with a multitude of hands, as do all Neca products, it seems like these days. They're all gripping hands. They're all pretty much have this standard look here. The only difference is some of the holes there in the hand are a little bit bigger than on some of the other ones. Like you can see here, you got this, which is much bigger. You'd probably use this here to hold your grenade. And then the other ones, you know, he doesn't come with any weapons, like I said, but we are getting some foot soldiers here pretty soon. So maybe when those get here, we can get some swords, we can get some staffs, you know, stuff of that nature, and hook this guy up properly. And then he comes here with this gauntlet. Like I said, when he got blown off the roof, this was all that was left. It's kind of warped there. It's got a few cracks in it. You can see some of the weathered type detail that they did here. And I like this. This is probably going to go on the floor next to my Ninja Turtles, I think, when I display this. And then we get this interesting looking grenade, because we all know Shredder rolls around strapped with grenades. Maybe you didn't know that. That was the first issue. But some nice detail here as well. This is definitely going to go inside of his hand. And last but not least, we have the alternate head. You might want to pick up 2 of these shredders if you want to display both these. You can see some of the detailing there. This looks like he jumped right out of the comic book. Look at the blood coming down from his head. I really just like the way this looks. Who else is giving us figures that look like this, you know? And then here on the back of his head, something very interesting here. I don't know what that is. If that's supposed to be, what is that? It looks like a piece of broken glass or something that they put there in his head. I don't know if that's a piece of glue. I'm gonna say it's a piece of broken glass that exploded from when he threw that grenade. That's gonna do it for the accessories. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the shredder. Let's take a closer look here at the shredder, and let's just go ahead and start at the head. He gets a really nice silver paint here all over the helmet with some of this black paint to accent the shadowing. A black face with some white eyeballs. Real nightmare fuel for sure. Let's look at the side of the helmet. Take a look here at the back. He's got a lot of these little scuffs, and not only are they painted in there, but they're actually sculpted in there as well. We've seen this with the Shredder clones. He's got a blue suit here, not the burgundy suit. This is what he is wearing in issue number 1. You can see some of these rips here, the slices. Let's go ahead and take a look at those. Some more of the shadowing here on the biceps. He does have these shoulder spikes here, which is kind of a soft rubbery plastic. I just hope these hold their mold. They're not really exactly sharp to the touch. Shredder was actually inspired by Eastman and Laird when they're trying to come up with the villain. I believe one of them gazed across the room and seen a cheese grater and thought, wow, that looks kind of dangerous. So they kind of came up with the Shredder based off of that. I guess the Shredder sounds a little scarier than the cheese grater. Moving down here to the claws. Again, soft rubbery material here. It does have a nice shine to it. He has a few more rips here on the pants. I believe he has one here and then another there. There is some blood coming out of that. Down here at these shin guards, you can see some of the shadowing here on the left leg. It's not exactly the same as it is on the right. It looks like the light was being cast maybe from this side, and so that's where you're casting the shadow. Moving here to the back, look at all this black paint we get here. So the light is definitely being cast from the front into the side. Looks really nice. Sometimes you get such good detail here on the back of these figures. Moving down here to the feet, he's got the mummy wraps on the feet. We've seen this with the Shredder clones, the previous Shredder, the other foot soldiers. So this is one thing they all have in common from the comic book. I think it looks great. So far, really satisfied. Let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation on this. Okay, so let's take a look at the articulation here on the battle damage Shredder. And I switched out the heads. You can kind of see here on the helmet where the hinge is for moving this guy back and forth, and you will have to remove this whole piece to remove the head. The head can do a full 360, can look down about that far, can look back about this much. You can move the neck full 360 as well, and move the head separately from that. It does start to kind of come out, so you might have to press this guy back in there. And you could tell which part of the neck is the front, because you'll see these lines here kind of accenting like the Adam's apple and stuff. So you can use that to line up your figure. The arms can go up about this high. As you know, the Neca products are always kind of tight, fresh out of the box with the joints, but we do got this soft rubbery material, so that's not going to hinder it too much. Double jointed elbows, those aren't going to get hindered by these gauntlets either, so I like that. They're put right in the right place. Down here at the midsection, there is no ab crunch, there is no diaphragm crunch or anything, but he does have a swivel here at the waist. If you wanted to go all the way around, you could. The legs could do the splits about that much. He can kick forward about, let's say about that high. Kicking back, he can move his legs about that high. Double jointed knees here. He does have a hinge down here at the ankle. There is a bit of a rocker to it. And then he does have toe articulation. A 2016 body mold that we get here, so it's a little bit dated here as far as the midsection. However, I do think it's good enough to get some decent poses. That's going to wrap it up for articulation. Let's jump into some comparisons.
All right, guys, you know what time it is. It's comparison time. And let's go ahead and start off here with some of these Shredder clones. You can see some of the similarities and stuff, some of the details with the black lines, and then you see some of the differences with so much of the shadowing going on over here. The helmets kind of look the same. We get some of the same kind of scuffage, the soft, rubbery, silvery armor that he has, even down to the little foot wraps that he has. So many Shredders to compare. That's going to do it for this one. Let's have a look at a couple more. Okay, we got some more Shredders on deck. Here we got the Turtles in Time Shredder, and then we have the animated series Shredder, all from Neca. You can see even the differences here in the eyes. We get the dark defined lines here, but we don't get them here over here on this guy. So many different looks. They're all kind of in the same scale, you know. These are all 7-inch Shredder figures. Let's have a look at a couple more. All right, you want more Shredders? We got them, guys. Here we have the TMNT movie Shredder here, and then we have the Secret of the Use Super Shredder. These are all Neca Shredders, but look at the size difference. I don't know if it's the helmet on this guy or what, but he's a little bigger than him, and he's a lot bigger than all the other guys. This is definitely the biggest Shredder in my collection.
Let's have a look at a couple more. All right, now we have probably the least favorite shredder in my collection, the 6-inch Playmate shredder here. He just looks kind of goofy here with these eyeballs. You know, I've never really been a big fan of this one here. He just looks kind of proportioned, kind of weird, but still kind of in the same size range. He's probably just a tad shorter than my guy over here. Let's have a look now at a couple foot soldiers. All right, we got some foot soldiers here, and until my Mirage foot soldiers arrive, these guys will have to accompany my guy Shredder here. They're all in the same size range, but this guy's head's kind of ballooned up over here, so he's kind of a little bit bigger. Let's have a look at some Mirage turtles, and we'll wrap this thing up. All right, and so last but not least, we got to take a look at the two turtles that really put the hurt here on this shredder. You know, it's Leonardo that sticks dude, and then it's Donatello who knocks him off the roof. We couldn't do comparisons without having to look at these Mirage turtles. I'm really loving the whole storyline. I'm loving all the figures that are coming out. That's going to wrap it up for comparisons. Let's jump into Fig's final thoughts. Okay, so for my final thoughts on the Neca, Eastman, and Laird's Battle Damage Shredder, aesthetically, I think he looks great. I am a fan of the black paint shadowing, and the sculpt is really accurate to the comic book, especially the human head sculpt, which I'll be putting on my figure when it comes time to display him. The accessory is okay. The grenade looks cool, and we do get a lot of hands, but no weapons, so you might have to produce those on your own. The articulation is okay, but I wish we could have got an updated midsection there for some more posability. As far as the price, I paid about $37.99 for this guy, and he should be available at all your local Targets soon. 7 out of 10 figs here for the shredder. Look, sure hope you guys enjoyed this review, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button for me, and also make sure to subscribe for even more reviews. That's gonna wrap it up for this one, but as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. It's your guy Fig Newton. Fig Newton, out.